Hello everybody, Creamo Collector here, and today we're going over, what is this? Blue Eyes White Dragon month 4? Yeah, I think it's 4. It's gotta be 4. If not, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 4. I do have a deck plan, like an end goal for this, which I don't have with the Dark Magician, because I do have an end goal for this, and I'm kind of working towards it. But until I get to that goal, it's basically what it is. We have our 3 blue eyes. We have a Absolute King Backjack. 2 Whitestone Legends. Whitestone of Ancients. Maiden. Protector. Master. 1 copy of Kaiban instead of 2. Our Ghost Ogre. We now have 3 copies of the King of D. Dragon Spirit of White is now back in the deck. We have Monster Reborn. Pot of Desires. 2 copies of Poly. Fusion Sage. Burst Stream of Destruction. Cards of Constance. 2 trade-ins now. Flute of Summoning Dragon. Melody of Awakening Dragon. 2 Dragon Revolver Rhapsodies. 2 MSTs. Hand Destruction. 2 Silver's Cries. Dragon's Fighting Spirit. Majesty with Eyes of Blue. Dragon Ravine. Draw of Avarice. Tyrant Wing. And Dark Bribe. Now we go to this one. We have our 2 copies of Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, our 1 copy of Ultimate, Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend, Lyrilix, I don't know, that thing, Crazy Box, Santa Fold Sky Prison, Link Kuriboh, Proxy Dragon, Hippo Shengen, Akashic Magician, Transcode Talker, and Decode Talker. And our Field Center and Token to go with our little Kaiba deck. I surely get one that just has Kaiba on it. But, I believe the extra deck is 14 cards, I think? Or 3 things here. We have him because I use him a lot of, like, I discard him a lot of my hands, and his effect is basically, if it's a quick effect, during your opponent's turn quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard or activate top card of your deck. If it's a normal trap, set it to the field, and you can also use it that turn, but it's not a normal trap, you can discard to the graveyard. Also, if the card sends to the graveyard, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and place them in any order. You can only use each effect once per turn, of course. We have our 2 stones. Ancients, of course. Maiden. Some other stuff. Kaiba Man's basically just a monster without the requirement for King of D and Flute of Summoning Dragon. We have that. We have these 3 guys because they can search either Flutes, Revival, Rhapsody, or Melody. Dragon Spirit because it is easy to get out because it does count as Blue Eyes card. So you can get things like Ancients, Maiden, I think, Protector maybe, Master, I think, and it is level 8, so trade-in's a nice option. Reborn, Desires, Poly, Fusion Sage, search out copies of Poly, Burst, cards for things like the 2 I just mentioned, the eggs, stones, I don't know what you call them, for your level 8s to get them in the graveyard, and draw 2. We have a Flute to get them out from your hand. We have some of these, get them back from the graveyard, some MSTs, things for discard and draw, get them back from the graveyard. In case your opponent does a lot of spamming quick effects on your turn, you can activate this and Blue Eyes gets an additional attack for each monster summoned that turn that your opponent summons. We have Majesty, just kind of last resort thing. It does put a Blue Eyes in the graveyard, which is nice. Ravine, because you can discard a card, and for the effect of this, We're not going to be searching for Ginity monsters because we don't have any, of course. But we discard and just send a dragon monster from the deck to graveyard. Drive Avarice puts things back into the deck and draw a card. Tyrant Ring because, well, get an extra attack and 400 attack and defense, you know. And Dark Brad because you can negate stuff. These two are pretty nice. I do not have my copy of Ultimate yet. It was pretty easy. This guy's pretty good. It takes 2 tuners. He's a level 10. This is for my level 1s. Every now and then I'll get 2 kings on the field for level 8s. I have a Link Karibo for those level 1s. Pretty generic. Whenever they would if they ever do release a Blue Eyes White Dragon support card in a Link form, I will actually use that. I'll see what it does and all that, and if it's worth running, I'll run it. If it's not too expensive, because I gotta get it, first of all. And I know that Blue Eyes can be expensive a lot of the time. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you thought of it. Leave a like, comment, and all that. What do you change about the deck? I do have an actual thing, which I would like to do deck profile on. To see where people stand and how they think of it. Because I know some people either love Blue Eyes or hate it. Because testing the deck, I had a few people who were very adamant about hating Blue Eyes. But, you win some, you lose some, you know. Anyway, I will be going over the Dark Magician deck profile pretty soon for month 4, as well as discussing probably some new stuff about like Firewall and all that, about how they need to get rid of it, but they haven't yet. As a main villain plot armor, you know. Things like that, you know. Things that Konami hasn't addressed yet, really. Or have addressed poorly. And there's also going to be a deck profile on the Blue Eyes White Dragon thing I mentioned as well, when I play online. So, yeet.